Hello from Gardening at Douentza here in Ireland, and I'm here today with my daughter Ishtar. Hi! And we have an exciting project to get on with, don't we?
Yes!
Tell us a little bit about it, Ishtar.
We're growing veg! Yay! It's the end of the world, so we need to be able to supply ourselves with food.
Well, not to make light of it, but many of us are in social isolation at the moment, and when I first heard about it, the first thing I thought was it would be no harm to grow some fresh food. So that's what we're doing, and Ishtar's delighted about it because she wanted to grow food for years. And now she's here with me in isolation, so we are going to grow some food together.
Grow some veg.
Grow some veg. And today we're going to kick off this new mini-series about growing some veg, and we're going to do it by sowing some beans. And one of the first things we did when we found out that we were going to be in self-isolation for a while was to order some seeds. And these we ordered from a wonderful company in Ireland called Seedaholic. And I ordered the seeds and they came really, really quickly. And these are super, like they come with a lot of pictures, descriptions and clear instructions. Sorry Ishtar, I'm obscuring you there on how to sow the seeds. So I highly recommend them if you're looking to grow something now yourself. And we're a little bit late in the game, a couple of decisions on what we were going to sow, but we've ended up with these. So what have we got, Ishtar?
We've got some radishes. We've got two types of courgette, or zucchini for you American folk. Spinach. We've got spinach.
Oh, these are the beans.
Oh, they're the beans. We've got French beans.
For you French folk? No. And for you Swiss people out there.
Swiss chard.
Swiss chard. And this is the spinach.
And my favourite, spinach.
So these are all quite easy vegetables to grow. We've not gone down the brassica route because I do have acid soil and it doesn't do great with brassicas. But this is what we're going to do. So what we're going to do today?
We are going to sow the French beans into pots, and then we're going to sprout. We're going to start them in pots and then plant them outside afterwards.
Yay!
Yay! So we're going to use these pots to start. We're going to fill them with compost.
Okay, shall I put the compost in, Ishtar?
If you would.
Okay. And the compost we're using today is one that I bought from a supermarket here and is peat-free. And as you can see, it's a little bit lumpy. Now, personally, I wouldn't use this for seedlings. My intention had been to buy purpose seed compost for seedlings, but because we're in isolation and the garden centres are shut, this is what we're going with, and let's hope that it does the job well. Right, so do you want to sow some seeds on there?
Yes.
I'll fill these while you open the seeds. Okay, so how many seeds are we going to put in?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, let's see. There are 75 seeds in the packet. So if we were to sow each of those in an individual pot, we'd end up with 75 pots, which is just mad. So I suggest we sow, say, 3 per pot.
Okay.
And then if all 3 germinate, then we can move them out at a later stage. Make just a little hole with your finger like this. Okay. As far as possible. So I'd say move over here and then here. Just give them as much space as possible. And in they pop. Perfect. Okay, next one. Hey, Ishtar, so with the pot there, maybe just tap it down a bit.
Okay, and then put in a couple of holes.
Okay, now that's too deep.
Okay, right.
And generally speaking, the rule of thumb is that any seed or bulb should be planted at 3 times its depth. So the seed is about like that,
Okay.
and you're going to plant it on its side. So it should only like
Be
be three times its depth.
Okay.
So not too big a hole.
So 1,
Yeah.
2, 3,
Okay,
and then
just
cover
lightly
them over
cover
gently.
Them over. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Okay. And what you could do actually is just tap it down ever so slightly. Now French beans, of course, do much better in pots. They don't do well if you put them directly into the ground because the slugs and the weather will have a good go at them. And we don't want the slugs eating our beans,
No,
do we?
they're for us.
They're for us, exactly.
Are any of these magic beans? Might we grow like a beanstalk?
And get out of the self-isolation. We'll see. We'll see how that works out for us. So what experience do you have growing vegetables before, Ishtar?
In my place in Douentza, I've grown some spinach very successfully, some basil pretty successfully, and some beetroot not so successfully. The spinach was brilliant, it just kept thriving, and so did the basil. Every time you picked it, it grew more, which was great.
Wonderful.
The beetroot, on the other hand, took a very long time to produce anything, and the actual veg itself, the beetroot, was very, very small.
Did you have that planted in the ground?
It was in like a planter off the ground.
Right,
but,
a raised planter.
Raised planter, about this deep, with compost and topsoil put into it.
How's that going, Cece?
Good. Great, we've gotten a load of extra seeds.
Really?
Yeah, so thank you.
And of course we could be using surgical gloves to do this job normally, but as we all know, surgical gloves are worth their weight in gold at the moment. So any I had bought for the garden we've just put aside for the times when we have to go out to the supermarket. Okay, brilliant. So those are all sowed. And now to water them in carefully using the fine rose, okay, which is brilliant. And that's great, Ishti, just keep going, super. We'll all get sprinkled by the end of it. Water them really well, and I think that's probably it. Okay, so now Ishtar, you're going to take this vermiculite and you're going to top all of the pots with the vermiculite.
Okay.
So it's this light substance here.
And what does it do?
And it just keeps the moisture in a little bit and stops mosses and stuff growing on top until the seedlings come up.
Okay.
So just plonk it on there. And just be careful not to breathe it in because it can upset the lungs and we don't want...
Definitely not any lung stuff going on at the moment.
No lung stuff. Okay. You can put a little bit more than that on.
Okay.
And it is my last bit of a bag now, so actually go easy. I said put more in and I was like, no, not so much, not so much. So tell us, Ishtar, what are you going to cook with these beans when they mature?
Put them into a nice stir fry, maybe with some other veg, maybe some other veg that we grow, or make them into kind of like a ratatouille type thing with some of the courgette that we're growing, or even just a nice salad. Have them with a salad.
Okay, coolio.
Great.
Okay, and I guess we're finished now sowing our beans.
Yes.
And of course the next step is going to be to plant them out in the garden, but oh dear, we've nowhere to plant them. Someone's going to have to dig a vegetable bed.
Yay!
I wonder who that someone is.
I could do it.
You can do it. Girl power, eh?
With strong arms, or at least I will after doing it.
Okay. All right, so that's be the next step. Okay, so we're going to leave these beans in the greenhouse and just make sure they don't dry out. And hopefully very soon we'll have some sprouts coming up. And
Yay.
then in 5 weeks we can plant them out in your newly dug vegetable bed.
Yay!
Okay, thanks very much everybody for watching. We hope you liked this video and we hope you'll check back to see more in this mini-series about growing some food. Bye!
Bye!
And here's an important message for any orchid lovers out there. If you don't know already, then I'm telling you now that William Green from the My Green Pets channel has started an initiative whereby all of us on the 4th of April will publish a video about our favourite orchid. Now, to get more details of the tag that you need to use and the title you need to use for this particular initiative, then check out the link that I'm putting up here. But it's going to be great fun on the 4th of April. If you log on to YouTube, you're going to see so many different orchid videos and have a virtual orchid tour from the comfort of your own home. Don't miss it.